Hello and welcome to another rebuild. RB Leipzig are currently one of the top teams in the Bundesliga at the moment. They've not been out the top two, top three over the past couple of seasons, and we're going to try and go that one better in the next 5 and try and win this Bundesliga away from Bayern Munich. Just before we get started, if any of you want to see a different rebuild, then please let me know down in the comments below. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It is free, and it really does help the channel out quite a bit. So let's get cracking then. So they've not won the Bundesliga at all. If we take a closer look, we can have a better understanding. So there you go. Second last season, third. So when they got into the Bundesliga the first season, it looks like they got a second place straight away. So they got a second, a sixth, a third, a second. They've done reasonably well over the past few seasons, and we're going to try and go that one better and help them win the title, if at all possible. And hopefully something in Europe would be quite a bonus. Let's have a quick look at the side then. Shauna, they got Galaxy, Josef Martinez in goal, so a young goalkeeper there, up and coming. So let's have a quick look at him. He doesn't look too bad though. Maybe he might be our starter this season. But they have, but Peter here, he looks very good. Maybe he might start. He's only 31 and he's 6'3". Couple of youngsters here. They got Schmacken as well at the back. Not a bad rated player actually. Looks pretty nice as well. Willie Orban, I think he's one of the top players. He can play in the defence and midfield and what have you. But maybe a centre back. 6'1", very good fitness, jumping reach, heading. Yeah, centre back for me, and he's pretty quick as well. So that might be to our advantage. Another youngster there, great potential. Josko Vardiol. Wow, he looks really good. A left back, very quick. Centre back duties as well, possibly 6'1". That's not bad for a 19-year-old, provided we can hang on to some of these guys as well. Henriks as well, another left back. He can play, in fact, right back as well. Again, another decent player. So they do tend to pick up quite a lot of youngsters as well. Mikelele as well, 23-year-old. Right back once more, wing back, centre back, fitness, pace. I think a right back for him, no doubt about it. We also got Tyler Adams, Angelino as well. I don't think we're short of defenders. Klosterman also. Hadara as well, 23 years old. Middle of the park or DM role. Not sure what sort of formation we're going to be going with at the moment, but I am thinking a 4-2-3-1 once again. They want to play exciting football, but we'll get into that in just a second. Moriba as well, another midfielder. He looks pretty solid also, nice. Josef Poulsen also, well, now striker, now we're talking. Very quick. In fact, I'm hopefully 27 years old, 6'4" as well, target man. He has, and is pressing forward on attack. What's his history like? Let's hopefully he'll score a few other goals than that, I'm hoping. So Bosley, I butchered it, I do apologise. Midfield, left, right, centre. Very decent, very good corners. Free kick taken, excellent stuff. That's what we want, to get some free kicks in there around the box. Danny Olmo, 23 years old. Very solid attacking midfielder. Yeah, I think attacking is going to be all the way there. Lukman as well, out on the wings. He's pretty quick as well, and good dribbling, and he can cross the ball sort of ish. He's on loan at Leicester at the moment. I need to try and get him back. Nkunku as well. Wow, try and keep hold of him. 23 years old, middle of the park. Oh, it could go wide as well. I'm more or less thinking middle of the park, maybe midfield. They've got a really good side. There's no surprising they've been up near the top. Campbell as well, Kevin. Love the hair. Not sure it goes with the goatee though. But again, midfield. Him and Nkunku in the midfield. I mean, he can play anyway, can't he? That looks decent as well. Forsberg as well on the wing. He looks very similar to the last one. Lukman, does he? Does he not? A winger, nice. Sarloff as well. I mean, he is out on loan. Where is he? He's at Real San Sebastian on loan. And Andre Silva, 25 years old. It's a very young side. 25 years old, 6'1". Wow, 28 goals last season. And we've just bought him this season for 19.75. That is, well, We know who our striker is for sure. That is pretty decent. That's really nice. The club vision then, what do they want? They want to play high tempo pressing forward, play attacking forward. Do not sign players over the age of 28, but sign players under the age of 21 for the first team. You've got to have one or the other, surely. I mean, you might as well not sign anybody over the age of 21. That's going to be quite difficult. Qualify for the Champions League, reach the semi-final of the German Cup, and just be competitive and win the domestic cup. That's what they want us to do. Is that a different cup? Work towards the Bundesliga. Win the Bundesliga by 23-24. Okay, that's probably season 3-4, is it? That's gonna and continue to win the Bundesliga. They want to be top dogs, understandably. And to do that, what have we got? We got 17 million pounds in the bank. Next year they're going to give us 26 million, so it's going to be up and rising. And we know there's a lot of money in the Bundesliga. If you finish second, you get 80 million pounds. Win it, you get 92. You don't get any money for television rights. It's all in here. Even finishing bottom, you get 26 million pounds. So it's quite a lot of money. But hopefully, we're going to be in this pool here in the top 3. That's what we're aiming for. I'm not sure where we're going to go with this player-wise, but we're going to have this sort of formation. We're going to tweak it a bit as to the players that we got. But I think I'm pretty happy with that. I mean, there's a lot of players to use up here. A lot of young players. Hopefully, we can utilise majority of them. Quite looking forward to this one, and we might actually win a league. I know we failed it in the last one, but we did wait to the last season once again, season 5, and we did finish 3rd last season. It's quite a big thing for Real San Sebastian, but this time RB Leipzig, they want the title and they want to keep winning it. So let's move on to the transfers and let's have a look, see how we did in the window. Right, just a couple of signings then, just to get us on the way. And we brought in Karim Adeyemi. We know what this player is all about. We've had him in previous rebuilds. I think it was with Borussia. And he absolutely stormed it about 3 seasons in. We bring him in fairly early as well. He's on he's a wonder kid, obviously. I think it's one of these players that you just cannot have not in your side. After using him before, I couldn't let this opportunity go. He came up on the scouts report. We needed another striker. That's how I felt, even though Silva was brought in this season. But we're stealing for £17.5 million. 3 games, 1 assist already, 7 rating. He's done all right in the pre-season as well. And I think he's actually playing on the right-hand side, which I'm not too impressed about, but we'll see what happens. But look at this. His pace is absolutely phenomenal. Finishing's pretty good as well. Off the ball and determination. He's got it all. He's going to go a long, long way, as we all know. And at only 19 years old, he can only get better. And our final transfer for this season, because of the we only had so much in the kitty. Bertrand Traore from Aston Villa. We needed a right winger. There's nobody really that was an out-and-out right winger. And I thought Traore seemed to fit the bill. His pace, what seems to be what this team's all about. Everybody up front has got the pace. Who better than Traore? 16 pace and acceleration. He's got technicals as well. And he's only 25 years old. I mean, he's going to be here for the duration of this rebuild, I feel. From Aston Villa, like I say, 7 million. I think he goes up to 11 million. Not an awful lot. 2 assists already to his name in 3 games, 7.03. So both our transfers have done remarkably well. We did try to get other players in, but it wasn't to be. So £86 million spent in the window this year. Obviously not ourselves, but 28 million from us. Barcelona, we bring in Maribo. Silva from Frankfurt, which I think is pretty damn good already. If we show you some of the results. But it's 4 goals in the league already. 9 games in total. 5 of them coming in 1 cup game. It just tells you how good this side is. It is truly remarkable. I'm hoping they can go the full distance. Henriks from Monaco. Simakan from Strasbourg. And Brobby from Ajax. I've not seen Brobby. I don't even know where he is. He's in the under-19s. Okay, he's one for the future. 19 years old. I think he could technically play for the first team, but he wouldn't get picked. There's nobody really out the window. £106 million was let go, though, but obviously not on my watch. But Upamecano, he went for £36.5 million. Wolf's gone. Konate's gone as well. Who else did they sell? Sabitzer, also, I mean, Chan. I mean, they did sell a lot of good players, but they still got plenty of good players in. So they didn't hang around. They got rid of really good players, and they brought in some more good ones as well, including the ones that we brought in, may I add. Tactics for this season then, this is where we're going with. Even though we've got Adeyemi and Silva, we've left them blank just in case they decide to switch around, and Traore in there as well. Frosberg and Olmo and Kunku are all starting. Orban, Angelino and Galaxy as well in goal. We were on balance. We changed it to positive, attacking pretty wide. We're getting that tempo up, passing direct into space, out of the defence and run at the defence. We are counter-pressing and countering. Short kicks, distribute to the back four, and that is the high line we are playing. Apart from the defence, we're just going to keep them slightly back. Results so far then this season, you'll be amazed. It's gone pretty well. We started off with the pre-season with Pauli. We beat them 3-1, Dresden, and we drew with Hanover. We beat our second team 6-0, Andre Silva with 4 goals. Then we beat Konyaspor 5-0. Traore getting on the score sheet in that game. Chelsea, we had a nice victory over Chelsea, a 2-0 win. Silva and Hadara as well. Griesvold, we beat 11-0 in the first round of the German Cup, 11-0. Forsberg getting a hat-trick. Silva netting 5. Orban getting 1. Who else scored? Adeyemi and Gvardiol as well. Probably butchered some of their names, so I do apologise. Mainz, we start off the league with a 5-1 victory. Stuttgart 3-0. Disappointing 0-0 draw at Wolfsburg. We've got Bayern coming up next. If we just have a look at some of the cup competitions expected, where are we? We are reached the semi-finals in the German Cup. We've drawn Juventus, Chelsea. That'd be interesting if we go and we'll beat them twice, and Olympiacos in the Champions League. If we have a look at the predictions, we are predicted to finish 4th, surprisingly, 33-1. That's really surprising. I'm shocked at that, to be fair. But Bayern, Dortmund and Hertha Berlin are in there. Wow, that's going to be interesting. So that's where we're at. So we're 3rd in the table, 2 wins and a draw, 8 goals, 1 against, which is really good. I like that. And Silva's top of the goal charts already. Angelino with dribbles, 5.67. And Kunku with most assists. Well, joint most assists. We've scored 8 goals. Chances created, we've done quite a bit. Dortmund's got 25. Wolfsburg and conceded. Wolfsburg haven't conceded a goal yet. They drawn all 3 games. No, just won 1 and drawn 2. Okay, drew with Hertha Berlin as well, actually. And that is about it. So that's pretty much to go on with. We're going to simulate this first season. We'll see how we get on. And hopefully, top 3. That's what we're aiming for. And the league, if possible. Right, the season's over. And we've not done too bad, actually. We've finished in 3rd position. We're in a Champions League spot. Look at the gap between 4th and 2nd. Apart from the draws, Bayern Munich finished 12 points ahead of us. And a further 8 points ahead of them is Borussia Dortmund, who win the league quite comfortably, may I add. Who did they lose to, just incidentally? Not us. Did we draw with them? We did draw with them once. Bayern Leverkusen finished 10 points behind us, so we didn't do too bad. 66 goals, 32 against, 34 goal difference, so it's not too bad. We're definitely a top 3 side, that is for sure. The Champions League, we get knocked out in the first round by Barcelona, which was eventually won by Inter Milan. And look at that, we did win the German Cup. Let's have a look at some of the results then. So we start off really well. We lose our first game against Juventus 4-2 in the group stages. We did beat Olympiacos 3-1. Chelsea, we draw 1-1 away from home. Then beat Chelsea 2-0 at home. So we do go unbeaten against Chelsea. We did beat Juventus 5-2. Would you believe? 5-2. Christ, that's a good result. And then 2-2 against Olympiacos as well. We do go on a little bit of a run, but we lose our first game, I think, in the league against Frankfurt 1-0 away from home. Fortunately, that we ended up with a little bit of a rut here, though. We lose 3-0 against Bayern straight after. Then Cologne 3-0 at home. We draw 3-3 with Barcelona. Lose to Hertha Berlin. Oh my word, 94th minute goal. I mean, we were winning 2-1 with a minute to go. Bochum, we draw 1-1. Borussia Mönchengladbach, we win 3-0. Barcelona, we lose 2-1 after drawing 3-3 away from home. So we come home and we lose 1-1 and 86th minute goal. De Jong. Leverkusen, we lose 5-2. And then we finish off with a 6-0 win in that German final. That's superb. Silva, Olmo and Adeyemi amongst the double-digit goals of Forsberg as well. So 36 for Silva. That is phenomenal. 16 for Olmo. 16 for Adeyemi. And if that's from the right-hand side, that's not bad at all. So assists then, Forsberg, Angelina. That left-hand side is phenomenal. Forsberg is now 30 years old, so we'll probably look to replace him at some point. Possibly maybe good for one more season. 11 assists for Nkunku as well. 8 assists for Adeyemi and Klosterman as well, getting some assists. A lot of effort from everybody. Keeping everybody happy, which is kind of nice. Our goalkeeper, how well did he do? He is now 32 years old. 15 assists actually. 15 assists, 32 conceded in 34, 48 and 48, 21 clean sheets overall. That's not bad, and he gets 2 Player of the Match awards. Brilliant. So the club vision then. So they're delighted with players under 21. Incidentally, how did our signings get on? So we know about Adeyemi. Traore, how did he do? 7 and 5. He only played 9 first starters and 30 off the bench, but 7 and 5. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So if I have a look at the top players then, Forsberg gets the chances created 26. So he did the best out of our lads. And I don't think anybody else got anywhere near at all. So what did so where was our Silva? Joint third with 21 goals. Okay. 44 by Erling Haaland. It will be something to get hold of him, and Lewandowski's in there as well for Bayern. Okay. I think we've done all right. I think we have. Right, okay, let's have a look at the money then. Going into the transfers. £56 million. Wow. Minimum budget for next season is 22. And we have got about £100,000 in wages as well. Matheus Nunes, again another solid player in the middle of the park. He did cost us a lot of money. Our top midfielder. Really excited to see how this pans out this season. We've got somebody else to play alongside Kunde as well in the middle of the park. A lot of money, 28 million initially, up to 33 million pounds from Sporting. Another signing in, we've brought in another striker, Cancelo Ramos. Is that how you pronounce his first name? Do apologise, please do correct me in the comments down below. But another striker, Portuguese one again. Yeah, we're getting all Portuguese. From Benfica, £16 million. Very good physicals as well. He can finish the ball. He can take penalties as well. At least it's in double figures. And a lot of very good mental stats there as well. And our main signing, really, apart from Matheus Nunes, we've got Diogo Costa in goal. I said this was the one position we really needed to. And while we had the money and while he was available, we snatched him up. 22 years old. He's not in his 30s. He's 22 years old. We had to go to the board on Diogo Costa. £60 million he's got. I mean, that's an awful lot for a goalkeeper. We wanted other ones, but I think he's going to be a pretty good one for us, at least anyway. But yeah, we went to Portugal to get our players, and they were quite happy to oblige. Tactically wise, we are still rocking this one, but this time we're going to have Dominic on the left-hand side, Olmo still sitting in the cam, and Nkunku with Nunes and Angelino. Season so far, we've started off pretty well. We lost the Super Cup 2-1 to Dortmund. For some reason, we only had one friendly. I'm not sure the reason why. I think a lot of them were there and then got cancelled. I haven't got a clue why. No idea. But we have started the season off pretty well. We beat 1816 Munich in the first round of the German Cup 5-1. And then look at these scores there. 5-0 against Schalke. Mainz 4-2. Cologne 2-0. We've got Hoffenheim 2-1. Greuther Fürth 1-1. 3-1 Frankfurt. 4-0 Augsburg. And the table is this. I mean, we're top of the table, boys and girls. 6 wins, 1 draw. We've scored 21 goals already, and that could be down to the goalkeeper, I'm not going to lie. Klosterman is our interceptions made. 30 already this season. Adeyemi, 7 goals so far this season. 3 behind Haaland. And level with Lewandowski. Nice. Okay, where are we predicted to finish this season then? We are predicted to finish 15-1 to win the league. 3rd. Competition-wise, we've drawn Roma, Sporting and Atletico Bilbao. Season 2 coming right up. We'll see you guys in just a jiffy. Right, how well did we do? Well, in fact, we finished 3rd once again. Again, 10 points clear of 4th position, which is really good. I'm really happy with that. This time only 6 points behind Dortmund and a whopping 13 points behind Bayern Munich. I think the gap's been closed since last season. We certainly did better than last season. 22 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. 73 goals this time, which is a lot better than last time. 35 against, which I think is the second or third. It could be joint second best in the league, actually. 38 goal difference, 72 points, which is more than last time. A much better performance, and I think we're slightly getting a little better. So we turned one of them draws from last season into a win. So I think we drew 7 last season. We did, and we got an extra couple of points on it, so hence 72 as opposed to 70 last season. So that's not too bad. The Champions League, we get knocked out by Manchester City in the first knockout round. So we get through the group stages, and then we get knocked out. So not very far in that respect. We get knocked out in our defence of the German Cup in the third round by Mainz, which was won by Dortmund in the end. And then the German Super Cup we saw right at the very beginning before we started the simulation. We lost to Dortmund in that. So no silverware this time round. A little bit of improvement in the league. We just need to improve that a little bit more as well. How did the lads do? We have a look at the goals then. 29 goals for Silva this time round. 20 for Adeyemi. 15 for Dominic. Wow, on that left wing. Almo getting 7, 6 for Nkunku actually. Nunes with 5 as well, so that's nice. Ramos with 3. Okay, so the goals have been spread out once again. Assists, Nkunku once more. Adeyemi, so 20 goals plus 11 assists. 31 goals involvement. That's pretty decent. 10 assists for Almo. Dominic with 10, so 15 and 10 for him. 25 involvement for him. So possibly the 2 wingers doing really well. And look at their age as well. 21 and 22. Amazing stuff. Angelino with 9 on that left back position. Klosterman as well. He played a few games. If we have a look at the top 3 in all respects. Michele got 132 interceptions made. Brilliant. I think that's it. Haaland with 41. Lewandowski 37. Lammers with 29. That's a shame. I mean, where did we come in that? Adeyemi and Silva both with 19 and 18 goals. A pair of them. Wow. Okay, some way off the pace though. Quite a way off. Maybe we might have to look into a striker or something. Or, I don't know. I don't think we need to. I think we just need to keep it as it is and just maybe... I think, I don't know. I don't know what position we might need. Let's have a look at some of the results then. So we started off quite well up to September. We carried it on and then we lost quite a few on the bounce there. Borussia in the league, 2-1 earlier on. Then we lost in the Champions League to Roma and Bilbao with Dortmund in between time. Not a good start. And then we picked it up once again. So draw against the Leverkusen and Bochum, which is disappointing. But then we start scoring goals. Even in the Champions League, Bilbao and Roma, we get our own back on them, beating them twice. We had quite a few home games there on the run. Then we lose to Bayern Munich 1-0, disappointingly at home. We drew with Sporting. We played a couple of friendlies there. Wolves, Sparta Prague, and Napoli. Okay, win, draw, and a win, and a loss. Back to business. All wins in January, which is nice, which probably set us on the way. Not many goals being scored though. Tyler Adams even scoring. We lose on penalties to Mainz. Disappointing. Man City, we lost 2-0 at home, 2-1 away. So 4-2 overall in aggregate. Wait, how did we finish off in the Champions League group? We do finish second behind Roma. Just out lost to Bilbao and Roma. Bilbao finishing just below us as well. So that extra loss kind of hurt them a little bit. And Sporting right at the bottom. So they beat Roma. Drew with us twice. 2-2 at each occasion as well. So yeah, we gave them some points. But it's a hard fought one. We need to improve our side somewhere. But I'm not sure where. I mean, they're the team players picked at the moment. There's other players there. Adeyemi is now, look at, he's looking really good now. Big improvement than last time. Look at that. Did he play up front? If he played up front, that's not surprising. 34 appearances. Actually, what about our goalkeeper then? Our Diego Costa. How well did he do? I think he did make a big difference. So 9 clean sheets, 35 goals conceded. Okay. Maybe a defender we need to look up on for this time round. Help him out a little bit. Maybe that might be the difference. What money have we got to spend? Wow. 73 million pounds. Okay, we can use that. Not much in the way of wages, so we might have to either sell a couple of players or we just might reduce that transfer budget. Let's spend this money and let's see what we've got. We start off with one of 3 signings that we have made, and we brought in another goalkeeper. Our backup goalkeeper at the minute, or a second choice goalkeeper, he's in his 30s now. He is declining ever so slightly, even though he is probably in his prime, but he's not getting any game time, not since Costa has come into the fray. So we've brought in a goalkeeper from Watford, Maduka Okoye. He's only 24 years old. He looks pretty decent, and I think he's slightly better than our second choice goalkeeper, Petter there. There's not really much in it. Apart from speed and mentals for Peter on his side, everything's going over to Maduka. So I think we brought in a youngster. He's quite happy to be as backup, but we have loaned him straight back to Watford because while we've got Peter there as backup, we're not going to be. He's going to be third choice, isn't he, Maduka? So we've loaned him back to Watford to get some more game time. He's their first choice goalkeeper at the moment, so he's going to be playing there another season. Hopefully, he'll come back and then come straight into number 2. Our next player we've brought in is Ilyas Akomak. Is that how you say it? Ikomak? Do apologise in advance. We've brought in another wonder kid. I like bringing wonder kids into any team that we have. He was available. We got him really cheap, and he can play on the right. Well, he can play anywhere in the attacking front. 19 years old, very good for the future. We are building for the future for this club, and already he's done immensely well. 2 games, 1 assist. He's had a few friendlies as well. £20 million from Almeria. Straight 20, actually, I think it was. He was on loan. Actually, he's from Barcelona, to be fair. Not from Almeria. He's from Barcelona. I'm surprised to let him go. I really am. For a wonder kid, I'm very shocked. I mean, the stats look amazing. Tempted to put him out on loan for this season, but with a few people leaving, we needed the bodies in the team, and I think he's going to get some game time this year. And our big major statement signing is Wesley Fofana from Leicester. A lot of money. I think this sucked up majority of our transfer budget. Remember, we had around about £70 million to spend. 22 years old. He's going to play alongside his counterpart. Is it Michele and Nkunku as well, who's in midfield. But look at these stats. Jumping reach 18, 16 heading. That's all I can ask. And pace and acceleration at the back. Wow. And we're going to have that French connection in the centre back. I mean, what more can you? I mean, it's a perfect fit. It has to be, hasn't it? And prepare yourself. £80 million, rising up to £90 million. Oh yes, he's cost us a bomb. No games so far this season. He's been suspended. He got, I think, he got sent off in a cup game. Couldn't believe it. From Leicester. 7.18 last season. Doesn't seem an awful lot, but that's pretty damn good. Anything over a 7 rating is good on an average for a full season. Leicester bought him for 33 million, and yeah, they make quite a good profit on him. But I think that's the most ever by a German club, as a record signing as well, I think. But we had the money. Let's go and use it. Why not? We want to bring in top class players to the club, and we want young ones as well, and 22 years old fits the bill perfectly. So £120 million overall if you add all the add-ons, etc. We do let go of £13 million worth of talent. A couple have gone out on a free. Some of the youngsters have gone on free loan deals. Tyler Adams has gone out on loan to Mainz. Traore, we've released him. We let him go. I don't think it was he didn't fit the bill too well, I don't think. But £3.5 million, we get half our money back. Robbie's gone out on loan. I did notice he was in the under-19s, and I thought, you know what, let's get him out on loan. Hopefully, he might be useful next season. Paulson's gone to Dortmund. Yes, arrival for £3.5 million, and a few more out on loan. There's our goalkeeper gone to Watford. Simakan, he requested a transfer, so he's gone to Frankfurt, 5.5. And Conchelo Ramos, he's gone out on loan this season. So overall, not too bad bit of business. £100 million overall net spend. So far in the league, we've had a draw and a loss. We're lying in 5th position behind Bayern Munich, Freiburg, Bochum are there, wow. Stuttgart, and then ourselves. Dortmund, not doing very well at the moment. They've conceded 10 goals so far. Who did they lose to? 7-4 to Bayern Munich, wow. And we drew 3-3 with them, of course. And we did beat Mainz 4-2. Our Champions League group is Ajax, Milan and Anderlecht. Pre-season went okay, actually, without a hitch. We're through to the next round of the Cup, like we saw. We won our first round 3-0, but it was pretty standard, really. Monaco 3-0. Then I think this is Austria we went to, and that kind of smashed everybody out of the park. PSV's proved a sterner test. We had a player sent off for Feren after 22 minutes. I think that's where he got his suspensions from. He raced to a 3-0 lead and then kind of struggled towards the end. And the preview, still third, 20-1. Hertha Berlin are right behind us, and they've just been promoted as well. The side then, we're not really making any changes. The only change we are making is bringing Fofana into the defence, and we're taking out Angelino at left back as well, so that's the early change. Simulate for season 3. We'll be back straight after, and we'll see how well we do. The third season goes by, and we finish, yes, you've guessed it, third once again. This time we're getting a little bit closer. We've got another point more than last season, but 22 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses this time, so not many. 77 goals scored, 36 conceded, 41 goal difference. But yeah, we miss out on second spot by that illustrious couple of points. We did lose at one game. Who did we lose to? Bayern Munich, 2-1. In the last 5. Bayern Munich are just phenomenal at the moment. They just don't want to lose. They did lose to Freiburg, Dortmund and Hertha Berlin. Only 12 points of difference now, so I think it was a little bit more than that last season. But we do close a gap on second spot, so we are getting closer, and we still maintain that 10-point gap from 4th position. How did we do in the competitions then? So the Champions League, we get knocked out. We go straight into the Europa League. Wow, okay. How did that happen? 1 point off qualification. So we beat Anderlecht and Ajax at home. We drew Milan at home and drew Anderlecht. And then we lost to Ajax and we lost to Milan. So close games, but we still fall out. We get knocked out in the quarterfinals by Roma in the Europa League, which was won by Real San Sebastian. And look, once more, we won the German Cup once again. That's the second time we've won that in 3 seasons, so that's not too bad. We want this league title. That's what we're after, and we're getting closer. We are getting closer. Let's have a look at how our lads did then. So if we go by goals scored, Silva top goal scorer with 34. Adeyemi 25 goals, 14 assists. I mean, that's 39 goals he's been involved with. And Silva, 38 goals he's been involved in. I mean, Adeyemi comes out on top, doesn't he? He's just getting better and better, isn't he? Ramos, who's gone out on loan, 15 goals. Brilliant. And Dominic as well, he's come back from his long injury. 13 goals, 13 assists. And Kunku, 11. And everybody else right down here. How did Fofana do? 5 goals. Okay, that's not too bad then. And how did Elias Akamak do? 5 goals, 4 assists in 14 games. That's not bad either for the 20-year-old. He can only get better as well. I'm looking forward to some of these towards season 5. So assists-wise, Almo 19 assists. Wow, Adeyemi, like I said, 14. Dominic as well, 13. 10 by Nunes. Josko Gvardiol, I'm assuming he went into left-back position. 9 assists. That's not bad. Angelino, 24 with 5 assists. So, under Mariba, did he get some game time? He got a few game times. Coming on a sub, 3 goals, 4 assists. Like I say, we started off pretty well. We did okay. We lost our first game in the Bundesliga to Union Berlin, 2-1. We had a fairly good October. Again, just that 1 loss to Milan. So we were unbeaten and we won all our games in the league. So that's great stuff. The same goes on in November as well. Just that 1 loss in the Champions League. So we were unbeaten for a while then. Bayern Munich, 4-0 thrashing there. There's a 5-0 there against Anderlecht. 4-0 against Hertha Berlin. We did beat Frankfurt 5-1, so a few big scores there. Oh, Mainz 4-3 after extra time. 6-2 win over, is that Nuremberg? Or Nuremberg. 4-0 Bochum. Okay, some good scores going in there. Frankfurt 5-1 we just seen. Leverkusen 2-0 after extra time. Silva and Akamak in extra time there. Wow. We don't concede many goals. We need to have a look at our goalkeeper, see how well he did upon last season. Again, towards the middle of the season, March, April time, we start to lose a few games. Rennes, we lost away, but we did win 4-0 in the second knock-around. But Roma, we did win 1-0 at the home leg. And we lost 3-1 away from home. Looks like we were 2-1 up in that as well with 10 minutes to go. Bayern Munich, we did win 4-0 in the semi-final. So how did that happen and we lose to them 2-1 before? Sometimes it just doesn't make sense. Maybe they prioritise other things. Nkunku, Silva, Dominic and Adeyemi scoring in that one. Cologne, we win 1-0 with Adeyemi scoring on 43 minutes in the 1-0 win in the final. But we have a good run in as well. 4 games won on the bounce there, as you can see. Right, okay, let's have a look at see how much money they're going to give us this time around. Only £58 million this time. I'm assuming we've got a lot of transfer debt going on with the amount of add-ons we keep adding on. Let's have a quick look. So there's only £24 million left of the transfer debt. Let's try and just make reserved signings this time around. I think, I just have interest, sponsorship deals. We've got 15, 30, 40... All right, about 45 million pound a year coming in. Maybe all of that's not in just yet, so hopefully. But yeah, 58 million pounds, 59 million pounds to spend. We have got 120,000 pounds a week in wages to use up. So we're going to get on with that, do the transfers, and then we'll be back to show you who we've brought in. Okay, just before we get on to the transfers, the season preview. What a surprise, we're predicted to finish third. 20-1, slightly better odds than Hertha Berlin. I think they were 20-1 as well last season, and quite a few others as well. So we've remained the same. We're still way behind Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich, who are obviously our favourites. But we have got a couple of players now into the Dream 11. We're going in value order, and the first sign-in is Neco Williams. He's Welsh, he's young, going with the philosophy of the club with signing young players. I think he has got very good potential personally. I mean, look at these. I mean, 23 years old, his stats look pretty good. I think he's very good for a backup, at least anyway, in this team. Got him on a 5-year contract as well. 16 grand a week. We can't really complain at that. I think there are better players out there, but is what was available at the time. Right backs and left backs are just non-existent, unfortunately. We bring him in from Liverpool. Liverpool quite happy to let him go. £5 million. That's all it cost us. He didn't really get any game time, so the reasoning really is just to bring him in backup. That's all he is. It's just a backup. The next chap is Lucas Mecca. He could play across the attacking line and play up front as well. Very good pace and acceleration. Physicals look remarkable, actually. Mental's great. Great finishing. He's good at penalty taking as well. So he's. I think he's going to have his work cut out. As to whether he's actually going to get any game time, I don't know. But again, I thought bringing another young German in, backup at minimum. 22 million initially, 24 million in the end from Bayern Munich. I think we've got a little bit of a bargain here. They paid slightly more for him. A good season with Bayern last season, 3 goals in 4. 14 goals for Wolfsburg in 18, 20 and 25, and 7 ratings. I mean, it looks pretty good, doesn't it, really? But yeah, I'm quite liking the stats. I mean, we're trying to get in decent players in, and we're finding it really hard. Season 4, we've seemed to come into a rut with signings. The values keep going up if we want really good players. So Williams, Saliba. Yeah, again, I think I spent quite a bit too much money on this chap. From Arsenal, I think he was. And was he from Arsenal? Yeah, for Arsenal, 30 million. We wanted somebody back up at the back. Again, I think he has got the potential. 23 years old once again. Jumping, reaching, heading and pace. That's all I require for a centre-back. We lost a couple of defenders, couple of midfielders, and we needed somebody in pretty quick. And 30 million rising up to 30 million. Yeah, not a lot to shout out about, really, to be fair. A lot of money for a backup, I feel. There wasn't anybody in particular we really wanted, and that really wanted to come. Every time we went in for somebody just came in with a better offer. And really, our main signing for this season is Dan Axel Zagadou. Defender. We were trying to strengthen the defence up a little bit. Another French one. The French seem to provide quite good defenders. We kind of snatched him from Dortmund. There was none on the market. we decided to have a look and go through the teams of Bayern and Dortmund because they're above us. If we can take players off them, hopefully they won't be strong in them areas. But he was one of their main players. 26 games last season, 7.09. He's already played 3 games for us at 7.4. And as you can see, £50 million. I think we played £50 million straight up. They couldn't say no, really. And we had the money. We just didn't know where to spend it. And that's where we spent it. And we just strengthened the defence up a little bit. So I feel a right back, the 2 centre backs. I think we're going to be pretty strong at the back, at least for the next couple of seasons. So that takes our signings up to £107 million. A lot of money spent once again. Just not an awful lot out there, to be perfectly honest. So 1 attacking player and 3 defenders. So out of the window, we do lose a lot of players. Tyler Adams, he's gone to Mainz for 3.1 million. He wasn't going to stay. Forsberg as well, he's gone to Freiburg to 1.2. Orban, our defender, 1.3 to Hoffenheim. Henrichs has gone to 1.5. These guys did not want to sign another contract. They were we could have kept them on for another season and risk losing them on a free next. So we decided to cash in, as it were. And Hadira as well, 3.4 million. Solath has gone for 3.2. Al Ahly have, I think, is that South America? I've picked up 3 of our players. Shakhtar picked up Gulatsky, the goalkeeper, 1.4. I'm glad, really, because I can't pronounce his name. A few players have gone out on loan, including Brobby as well. We might introduce him into the first team next for the final season. I think, see if he has anything to offer at 22 years old. I think he's already played a few games in the friendlies. Has it? Yeah, 4 goals into. I don't understand why we've let him go. I really don't. Never mind. Let's have a look at a couple of the results then. We've only lost the 1 game in pre-season and competition-wise. Bayern Munich 2-1 in the Super Cup. We did equalise in the 78th minute, and then they got 1 in the last minute. I mean, 95th minute. I mean, it's just an absolute joke. So we don't get anything. We don't win the Super Cup once more. Friendlies-wise, I mean, 7-2 against Levnitz. 3-1. There's a 6-0 against Red Star. Start the defence of the German Cup with a 3-0 thrashing of Bremer. I mean, that was just crazy. 4 goals for Silva. 4 for Nunes as well, actually. Adeyemi, 2. Dominic, 1. Concello, Ramos with 1. And Kraus with 1 as well. I mean, yeah, it was just I was quite surprised when that popped up. Frankfurt, we beat 4-1. Augsburg, we win 2-1 away from home. That's quite a good result. We didn't really do well against them towards the end of last season. And Bayern Munich, we thrashed 3-0 with Silva and Nunes both scoring. So we're top of the table, 3 from 3, which is nice. Cologne, Dortmund, Freiburg, Bayern Munich with that 1 loss. And Fürth as well is sitting in there. Any other big teams that should be in there, really? Leverkusen right down there, and yeah, the 2 Berlin teams right in the mix for the relegation. So the Champions League group, we've drawn Arsenal, we've drawn Real San Sebastian, and we've drawn Nice. I'm not going to say we're going to come out of this group. It'd be nice if we could, but we need to get out of the group for a minimum board expectation. We're through to the next round of the German Cup. We're playing Schalke. 4th season, we're going to simulate, see how we get on. We'll come back and then we'll get prepared for the final season of this rebuild. It's only taken us 4 seasons of rebuild and we are in first position. Unbelievable. We've won the league by an incredible 9 points. That is absolutely amazing. And we've only lost the 1 game. Who did we lose to? Bayern Leverkusen. 1-0. Oh my word, nearly an unbeaten season. That's just quite remarkable. 29 wins as well, which is far more than previous seasons. And 4 draws. That's probably what's done it as well. And our recent form. Oh, please don't tell me that was the last game. Did we lose our second to last game? Is that what they're telling me here? I don't know. We'll have a look at that. But that looks like we lost a game right at the very end. Oh no, that's disappointing. We get knocked out in the Champions League in the quarterfinals by Arsenal. Bayern Munich go on to win that. So that's probably why they dropped off a little bit, saving all their energy for the final. And Bayern Munich won the German Cup as well. We got knocked out by Freiburg in the semi-final. So we could have played Bayern Munich in the final of that one as well. I mean, Bayern Munich just shy of a treble there. But they do win the Champions League. Bayern Munich finished 2nd. Where did Dortmund finish? They finished 6th. 31 points adrift. Oh my word, what a season this has turned out to be. Let's have a closer look at stages, and then we can have a look at how well we did. So 29 wins, 4 draws, 1 loss, 99 goals, 33 against, 66 goal difference, same as Bayern Munich actually, and 91 points. That is a massive haul of points. That is absolutely massive. Crikey, that's just amazing. Let's have a quick look at some of the results then. We lose that Super Cup. We do lose to Arsenal in 1 loss there. I mean, it's an unbeaten season. Look at this. Big scores along the way. 4-3 against Bayern Munich there. 4-0 against Augsburg there. Any big scores? So we play Chelsea in the first knockout round in the Champions League. We win the first leg 3-2 at home, 1-1 away. We lose to Arsenal in the quarterfinals on penalties after drawing, so that's not too bad, I guess. Semi-final against Freiburg, and there we have it. Leverkusen, second to last game of the season. We've almost went unbeaten. Do we need to change anything to the side at all then? 39 goals for Silva this time round. Adeyemi 22 and 20 assists, so 42 involvements there. And look at Dominic as well, 22 goals, 30 assists. What? And Mateus Nunes as well, 16 goals, 21 assists. Oh my word. We don't need to adjust anything. And Olmo as well, 10 and 13. I mean, it's our attacking front line, isn't it? That's just crazy. Zagadou, how did he do? 6 goals. Excellent. And Kunku, 6 and 8. A lot of them getting involved. Moriba as well. He must have played a few games. 8 assists for him as well. Just goes to show the formation does kind of work for us, doesn't it? That is, well, we win our title within 4 seasons. That's brilliant. The question is, can we go on and defend it? Just a quick look at the assists then. I mean, 4 people. I mean, it's just a no-brainer, is it? Left back, 5 assists but 2 goals. Mecca, he's got 12 goals and 2 assists in 6 starts. Okay, so he didn't get his starts though, but I'm assuming that's because, I mean, he was an attacking midfielder, wasn't he, that we wanted. Well, he could play anyway, couldn't he, along there. Wow, that's just crazy. That is a phenomenal season. Where does that lead us financially then? We've got £78 million to spend in the window to try and improve our squad. The question is, where do we improve it? Adeyemi and Silva, I mean, they're fighting over them 2 spots there, I think. And Dominic has made that spot his own. I mean, maybe we could just start off with Silva and Adeyemi. Don't really need anybody else, do we? I'm thinking possibly a midfielder, maybe. I don't know where we spend this money. We'll see. We'll go big. We'll try and get 1 signing, maybe, and go a big statement signing. We'll have a look. Right, let's get into the transfers. Let's have a look what we've done. If we just concentrate on the players out at the moment, there doesn't seem an awful lot going out there. We've lost Ramos. He's gone to Shakhtar for £6 million. A couple of players have gone out on loan. Lemar has gone to Shakhtar again. Another player gone there. £11.75 million. And Nico Williams has gone on loan to Genoa. Right, that's not what I'm concerned about. If you just have a look at the bottom, we've lost 2 of probably our most best players, really. Nordi Michele's gone to Newcastle for £51 million. They hit the release clause. And look at who else has gone to Man United. Dominic, £78 million. There's nothing we could have done. The release clauses were hit. They were gone in a flash. And, yeah, we had to find replacements. We really struggled. I'm not happy. Dominic, I can't believe he's gone. Look at that player. He's only 24 years old. I mean, it was only a matter of time before a big club came in for him. We're going to miss him. 25 assists last season. In fact, 30 if you count everything else. Oh my God. We're going to be hit hard with this loss. I'm sure we are. That did mean we did have around about £180 million to spend. So let's go and take a look at the players that we have signed. So in ascending order, Isaac Johansson, he comes into the midfield. £41 million from Bayern Munich, I think he was, up to £46 million. They get a lot of money out of him. I mean, it doesn't seem an awful lot, but I think for us, he'll do the job just nicely. I just think them stats look absolutely amazing. So spending a little bit more, we needed wing backs, and Serginho Dest, he joins the club again. I've had him again. I had him in another save before. I thought he was really good. He came up on the radar from the scouts, and he can play either side, so that's pretty good. And he can play wing back. He can play up front as well if need be, out on the wings. £45 million. Good season last season with Chelsea. He only signed for Chelsea for 46. We got him for 45. I think that's a bargain. Bayern Munich did sell him to Chelsea. 14 games he played, 7.04. I'm hoping he's going to do a job for us. Probably the best of what was out there for wing backs. Like I said before in the previous season, we do struggle to get to wing backs because they're just a commodity at the moment. You get one, you hang on to him for dear life. Our next signing, don't forget this, the price is going up. And if you think the last two were 40 odd million pounds, this guy, Lok Florival Hanane, 19 years old. I thought he was 18 when he signed for us. I'm sure he was. Yeah, he's just had his birthday. 19 years old now. I think he looks pretty good. He's got very good potential ability. That's just fantastic, isn't it? He's resolute. He's got good balance, and he can't jump though. That's my only problem. But he can head the ball. So at 5'9", that's quite bizarre, isn't it? I mean, he is a defensive midfielder, but I'd rather have him down in the centre-back option if he's available, but he can play midfield if need be as well. Prepare yourselves. £65 million from PSG, up to £74 million. I don't know what I was thinking. I really don't. He had a good couple of seasons in the second team. He broke through into the first team. Not bad. 1 assist in these 15 games he had. But again, we had the money. Probably the best of what was available. And at 18 years old, he can only improve. Maybe this is just one of them times where you think, oh, I've got loads of money, let's spend it. I'm not sure this was a good choice. But we'll see what happens this season. And finally, our last signing, Feren Torres. I'm quite excited to see what he does. We've lost Dominic, so Torres comes on that left-hand side. We have got other players that can play there, but I'm just intrigued as to see how well he's going to do. 66 million flat, that's how much we paid for him. He had a good season with Barcelona last season, a better one probably the season before. In fact, he's never been out of the sevens, and already with us, a goal and 2 assists, 7.13, phenomenal. £66 million. I mean, Barcelona paid 54, so they make a little bit of profit. He's only 25 years old. Dominic was 24, so there's not much difference. I think he just Dominic edged him in a few of these stats here, but apart from that, I don't think there's much of a change. I just think Dominic was slightly better. But we couldn't do nothing about it. We haven't got a release clause on Feren Torres, so some of these players that we're bringing in now will not have release clauses. I'm not going to be done out like that again. But so yeah, that's just to bear in mind when you sign players. Don't put a release clause if you can avoid it, or put something astronomically stupid that nobody comes in for them, because these guys, like the last two, it's going to hit us hard, I feel, this season. £216 million spent in the final season. I really don't know how this last season's going to go. I'm not going to lie. If we just have a look at some of the results and so far, I mean, it's not gone too bad. We've started off like we did last season, but this time we have won the Super Cup. We beat Bayern Munich on penalties, and Nkunku missed his penalty, but Kimmich and Alphonso Davies missed for Bayern Munich. So, nah, we do manage to win the Super Cup. So that's 3 trophies this season we've won. 2 German Cups and 1 Super Cup and the league. So that's 4 trophies won this rebuild. So that's great stuff. So hopefully this season we can go on a little bit more and try and get a treble maybe. Champions League is what we want next. We start off in the German Cup with a 4-0 win. Then we play Wolfsburg, 2-0 we win. Mainz we win 3-1, but we draw 1-1 at home with Bayern Munich, with Sesko netting on the 82nd minute. Annoyingly, 7 minutes after we just scored. That puts us in the table. We're flying 4th at the moment. 2 wins and a draw. Bayern Munich have dropped down there. Who do they lose to? Hoffenheim, 3-2. Wow. The Champions League, we get Inter Milan, Dynamo Kiev and Legia Warsaw. I'd like to think we can get out of that. The next round of the German Cup has been drawn. And there you can see confirmation we have won that Super Cup. The preview for the season, look at that. 13-1 to win the league. We're second now, not third, second. So after winning the league last season, we've got the defence of the title. Can we do it? Can we get another win in this league? Would be amazing. But it looks like a Apart from the goalkeeper, Bayern Munich have got everybody in every position in the Dream 11. That's annoying. Let's simulate for the final time. And let's see if we can come out on top once again. Right then, for the final time, we finished second. Surprisingly enough, I honestly thought we might finish out of the top 2. But we do finish second with 25 wins, 3 draws, 6 losses, 78 goals scored. So not as much as last time by a considerable amount. But we do concede 31. And I think that is the best in the league. Amazing. And goal difference 47, 78 points. But look at number of assists. Joint second is Olmo. Chances created, Adeyemi and Olmo as well, 29 apiece. And interceptions made, Fofana and Zagadou, our 2 defenders. That says an awful lot. Goals, we're second there. Conceded, we are top in number of goals conceded. So that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Getting knocked out in the first round by Juventus. And the Champions League has been won by Newcastle. Are you joking? What sort of side? I mean, really? What sort of side have they got? I'm intrigued. What's their team report? No, tactics. Anana in goal. Mecca. Oh, of course they had our defender, didn't they? I'm assuming that's Max Aarons, is it? No, James and Max. Oh, yeah, Max Aarons. Basuma, Kessie. Oh my word, did they win the league? I'm intrigued now. I'm intrigued how Newcastle have done. They did finish 4th. They won the Champions League, Newcastle. Who would have thought? We do finish runners up in the German Cup though. Bayern Munich getting revenge over that win in the Super Cup. On a whole, to finish second, we are definitely a top 3 side. Dortmund finished 8th. Well, they're looking for a new manager. Christ, they have dropped right off the ball, haven't they? Let's have a look at some of the scores. We started off okay. September we went in and we lose our first game to Augsburg 2-1. That's crazy. Where did we finish in the group? We did finish second behind Inter on 12 points. I'm assuming the 2 games we lost were against Inter. Yeah, 2-1 each. But we do smash the other teams. At Legia Warsaw 2-0 and 6-0. Dynamo Kiev 3-2 and 6-1. So 19 goals scored in the group stage. We carry on winning throughout October after that loss to Inter. We lose another couple of games in November. 5-0 to Frankfurt. What? That's our first team. What on earth? 5-0. Any other big scores? I mean, we had a 6-0 there against Legia Warsaw. Okay, what about in the league? Another loss in the league, this time against Union Berlin. And we lose to Bayern 3-1 down here. But we do beat Hoffenheim 4-2. And Schalke 3-0. We go unbeaten in February, apart from the 1 game against the Juventus 3-2, and we lose 2-0 away from home. So 5-2 on aggregate. That's disappointing. We do beat Dortmund 4-0 twice on the bounce as well. So that's good going. The quarterfinals and in the league. We lose 1-0 to Freiburg. What on earth? Why are we losing to teams like this? Keep a run of clean sheets. The semi-final against Mönchengladbach 1-0 there. Another couple of good wins. And we lose 1-0 in the final. We lose to Bayern Leverkusen again towards the end of the season. Second game from the end of the season again. Bayern Munich, we lose 1-0, 27 minutes from Leroy Sané. Let's have a look at the players. 27 goals for Adeyemi this time. 24 for Silva. So it looks like he's dropped off considerably. Wow, the goals weren't flying in. Feren Torres, he got 15 and 15. So that's not too bad. 15 goals, 15 assists. Nunes, 12 and 11. Olmo, 9 and 13. 7 and 14 for Nkunku as well. Mariba played a few more games. 5 and 1. 5 goals, that is. Fofana, 4 goals for him. And Mecca as well, 4 and 2. Johansson, 37 games. 4 goals, 6 assists. I expected a little bit more though. Dest, 5 assists. So that's pretty good. A few more players in double digits for assists. Silva for certain, he is reaching 30, so I think if we went a couple more seasons we would have to replace him as well. Our defenders did really well. I cannot complain. Saliba did play a couple of games as well. 7.02 in all of them. Excellent. And if we Akamak, what did he do? 2 games, 9 off the bench, 2 and 2. Not bad at all. It could have gone better, but I think we've done reasonably well. For the defence of the title, we do lose out by 6 points though. Right, okay, that's going to bring this rebuild to an end. I hope you've enjoyed it. We do finish first and second. For the first time we do win the league. First time we win the German Cup as well, twice. And the first time we win the Super Cup as well as a team. This team can only go on and on, I feel. So if you decide to take on the Leipzig rebuild, please let me know in the comments how you do. Can you go better? Can you win the Champions League? That is probably the next target for this club. They've won the league now. They've won the German Cup twice and the Super Cup. It's just the Champions League or the Europa League. Any sort of European Cup will be nice. But yeah, there's my challenge to you. If you enjoyed that, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you next time for the next one. Bye-bye.